Think of everything you could do with NIB. You could use NIB rewards to get a discount on some new sneakers. You could get into running. With the time you save with telehealth and prescription delivery, you could really get into running. You could find the perfect physio and really get into running. You could even get discounted travel insurance. Let's just start with the sneakers. NIB, potentially amazing.
Good morning, welcome to Coffs International Stadium, Gumbaya Country. It's the 2025 Junior Oztag Nationals. I'm Jeff Killick. Great to have your company on KO Sports live stream. And today, along with James Sully Sullivan, we'll take you through all the finals action live from Field 2. Over 200 teams here today, thousands of players, coaches and staff for what should be a fantastic day. And joining me in the commentary role for Game 1, the Under-10s girls, it's a big welcome to Bill Harrigan, Tournament Director. Bill, great to have your company.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Great to be here. It's finals day. We're playing for sheep stations and what they are playing for regional champions at the Australian Championships. And then when we get later on in the day and you start seeing the 15, 16, 17-year-olds, they're playing for Australian positions at the World Cup next year.
Okay, so selectors are here, obviously.
Yep, selectors are out there doing their job, have been all weekend. And as you said, mate, we've got 220 players. That equates to 3,520 players. If you add their coaches and assistant coaches, it's 4,180. Coming from as far players as Cairns in the north and the ACT in the south.
Wow. And kicking us off this morning, and obviously they're running in a different direction to what we're normally used to.
Yeah, that's because when we play the 9s and 10s, they play across the field,
yeah,
and hence they're going to be running east-west. So we're really only going to see, and your problem will be identifying who are in the Wolverines. They're on the eastern side running towards us here in commentary.
In the green tags.
In the green tags, in the pink tags of the Stingrays. So the Wolverines are made up from Liverpool, Campbelltown, Picton, Oran Park area, Fairfield. And then you've got Cronulla, Sutherland, Menai and Engadine.
Well, it certainly should be interesting, and it's a quarter final, the 10 girls. It'll be our first final of the day, but make sure you stay locked in here at KO because we've got plenty of action right throughout the day, right up to the under-17s, Bill.
Yeah, right up to under-17s. We'll finish and wrap everything up around about 4 p.m. this afternoon, subject to extra time because we do have extra time, capped in quarterfinals and semi-finals at 5 minutes, and in the grand finals capped at 10 minutes. Otherwise, we could be here all day, Jeff.
Well, we'll wait and see if there's going to be any drop-offs. It's always exciting when it gets to that, obviously.
Yep, and if we do get the drop-offs, we go from 8 players down to 5-on-5, and we have a right of reply. So if they score in that first set, then the other team has an opportunity to come back at them. But we'll talk about that if we get to extra time, Jeff.
Okay, so we're standing by for the under-10s girls. It's the Stingrays v. the Wolverines. And there's a kick that's gone dead from the start there, Bill.
Yeah, and that's if you've got a good kicker and playing on a short-sized field and you've got a very good kicker, then that works to your benefit because, as we've just seen there, a nice hard kick, put it dead, and then you get the ball back from the dropout.
So a nice start here. Oh, what a nice little drop kick for the under-10s girls there by the Wolverines. But a good start for the Stingrays. So they'll have a quick settle and play the ball there through Thomas. And, beats 1, 2, and tag off there. Nice little save by the Wolverines. So this is a quarter-final, if you've just joined us. The under-10s girls, the first of many finals throughout the day here on Field 2. Of course, when they get a bit older, what age do we go to full field, Bill?
So from the 11s. So we'll play the 9s and 10s here on a crossfield. 11s, we go all the way.
And plenty of mums and dads and all the uncles and aunts and grandpops here. It's a beautiful crowd. You can hear a bit of cheering as there's some points scored on the field next to us. But a little chip and chase here by the Stingrays. And looks like a late penalty there.
So they're still under pressure, still the ball with the Stingrays.
So the Stingrays now to play it. They'll go short side here. Dummies tries to get through, but again, some good defence there by the Wolverines. They'll play the ball back, and it's an exciting opportunity for the under-10s to get this opportunity. It's a great little run. They find space outside. They just got to get it there. Nice sliding defence and a try saver there by the Wolverines. Yeah, it's just great for the 10s girls to be able to showcase their talent and their quality and where the level's at, Bill.
It is, and that's why we make sure that we share that live stream around with all the ages, because this is the game for everybody, and we want grandparents and friends and neighbours and everybody to be able to sitting at home in Sydney or wherever they may be and watch their neighbour, their friends, their relatives play the game, whether they're 10 or whether they're 17.
Exciting stuff. So the Wolverines, they've been starved of the ball thus far, and they've finally got hands on ball here. Let's see if they can get themselves right out of their danger zone. Well, that's a good run, straight up the middle there. Tags off, back for play the ball. And the Wolverines, if you've just joined us from the southwestern Sydney area, the greater Liverpool, Picton, Campbelltown, Camden area, big nursery for development for a lot of the girls out there and the boys, Bill.
And those areas have certainly grown, Jeff, over the years. Matter of fact, junior the board, whether it's in Queensland or New South Wales, has grown significantly over the years, and you've just got to put it down to that they love the game. We can't say it's non-contact because there is some bumps occasionally, but it's non-tackling, and the females in the game has grown significantly over the last 10-15 years.
So Mia Kellett takes a bit of a settle back to play the ball here, and it was a nice set to finish off for the Wolverines. Nice deep one, but almost gets through a gap there. That's Samara Smith. She'll play the ball, go the short side. Freya Corrin has a little dart down the left edge there. So the line is set here, and they haven't really shifted it yet. Nice dummies, comes under, and just as I say that dummy, they all fall through it, gets through the gap, finds a player outside, but unfortunately can't get her hands on it there, Mia Kellett. And still some nice razzle-dazzle there, Bill, for the Stingrays.
It was looking very good. It was unfortunate that she put the ball down because the line was open. Had she have caught that ball, well, we're probably putting a try down in the corner. But that's footy. Unfortunate.
And the Wolverines, well, they've just reset and come back and gone, well, let's just get on with the footy there. So they've put that one behind, and that little break in play there by the Stingrays didn't eventuate the points. We're still 0-0 early in the first half here. The girls under 10s quarter-final. Sideways for managers to get through. Oh, I don't know, Bill. Almost dropping the ball over the tag there. It's an interesting technique that she runs with, that young lady there, the number 4.
Yeah.
Tudavaku. I beg your pardon. Tudavukai.
It wasn't a bad play either, Jeff, because when you hand over the ball that close to the try line, the opposition's got to go all the way down the other end, as we see a nice little break there, all the way down the other end. So rather than a kick, sometimes it's nice to just run it in, be close, change over there, and keep them pinned in their corner. And
there's a nice little run there. Beats a couple there. That was Kellett. So now they'll come to the left. Dummies. Goes off for Smith. Back inside. And again, some good defence here by Wolverines. Quarter-final. Now they'll shoot to the right. Nothing doing there. Stingrays now, a little chip through, but nothing happening there.
So you just also noticed, Jeff, that the ground is pretty patchy out there. We stayed off field to the whole tournament so far. We're only on it today so we could live stream. But it's been patchy. They've had plenty of sport up here. They had their AFLs, soccer, footy. They had a big national touch tournament up here, and they've had lack of rain. So that's why when you look at fields 1 and 2, they're very patchy. And by staying off them, we're giving them every opportunity to grow. So when we're back here in 3 weeks' time with the seniors, we should have a nice green carpet field again.
Well, interesting. I was up here, as you know, recently for the Origin, and they had to put sand here because there was so much moisture. So, interesting that you're saying there's no rain, because Coffs is pretty well known for a good downpour.
Well, we did bring a little bit of rain on Friday. Not enough, but we did bring, and that's why a lot of the local people have said, well, Oztag must be back in town. We've had no rain in a month, and we've had a bit of rain on Friday.
The Rain Dancers, Oztag in town. Nice little run out of dummy half here. And speaking of the weather, tops of 23, 4K. The clouds lifting, currently 19 degrees and sunny. The wind, it's just off the coast. The leftovers of a south-southeaster, and that'll swing around to the east a little bit later on. It's actually really good footy playing weather, Bill, and nice and cool with that south-southeaster coming off the coast.
It is, and we know how humid it can get up here sometimes and how sticky, but today, brilliant conditions. Looking forward to a really good day of finals.
And, you know, I love my weather just on humidity, 77% and decreasing. And that's a great kick under all sorts of pressure there. The Wolverines and the Stingrays are there. She just had pink tags and blue shirts coming at her, and she's managed to get a little knock on in there. So a nice result here for the Stingrays. We're still 0-0 in this quarter final, and we're in the first half here. Now they'll come to the right.
Couple of little moves there. Nice little move from the number 12.
Goes down. Oh, absolute try saver there, Bill.
Who was it? Little number 12 there.
Oani. Kaya Oani. And that's a bit of a tricky one. Apologies if I didn't get the correct pronunciation. Here we go. Someone's looking for a bit of space. Runs a little bit wide to the left edge here. They'll play the ball. Options left and right. They come back against the grain. Dummies. Looks through. Goes to the outside ball, but takes it in the touch. She's a little bit disappointed there, the Stingrays player, because she got that ball and was in touch. Freya Coran, unlucky there, Bill, but another attacking raid from the Stingrays.
And I suppose because we are running east to west and we can't see the numbers, so we can't identify the young ladies playing for the Wolverines, you, Jeff, are going to probably have to say the Stingrays' names continually in this half, because in the second half you'll be continually saying the Wolverines' names, so they'll all get a fair go.
Yeah, 100%. So the Wolverines now. On the attack, and it's been all Stingrays. The Wolverines win. They've got the ball. They've got down here, Bill, but they just can't get through the Stingrays' defence. But in all fairness, I reckon it's about a 70-30, 70% that the Stingrays have had the ball. And, of course, the Wolverines have been doing plenty of defence.
Yeah, they haven't. The Wolverines have not got within 10 metres of the try line yet to go on the attack. So it's been a little bit difficult for them when they get the ball and well inside their own half, and they've got to do all the hard work just to get down half to attack. And they're running out of tags.
So I would dare say we're 15 minutes each way. We're probably into the final 5 here, Bill.
Yeah, we would be. We kicked off, so we're 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
We've got 5 to go. 15-minute halves.
And here go the Stingrays. A little bit of shape set. They send 2 decoy runners. But again, that pass just doesn't hit the target. It's gone down to the feet there. And a little bit of a handover. Another bombed opportunity. And I would dare say their coach, Justin Brown, he'll be asking them to work on that one at halftime, Bill.
He will be. And you can just see, because of the scoreline, we're still 0-all 10 minutes into this game. They are so evenly matched. And the way we're looking here, 10 minutes in, this could be anything and end up going into extra time. He could be playing for that capped off 5 minutes and still not get a result. But here's a nice run from the Wolverines young lady. Hard to pick up her number there with a ponytail. I think it was the number 7. So here they are. The Wolverines are on the attack for the first time.
And they pull up just short. So an opportunity now. Referee signals 5th and last. Dummies the kick. Goes back the other side. It's 2 on 1. Nearly picked it up, Bill. That could have been magic stuff. The 10s girls. Lovely stuff. Isabel. Yeah, Isabel Younes.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. She nearly had it. If she had have taken that ball cleanly, the line was there for her, but she just couldn't hold it. But that was good. It was exciting, and the first time we've seen the Wolverines really have a crack at that line. It was a nice shaped kick too.
Oh, it was beautiful. I like that she dummied and then they all fell for it and slid and she just went bang, brought it back the other way. Some good thinking here. The Wolverines getting themselves back into this game, even though they've been starved of the ball. Stingrays now. Dummies. Tries to get through again. Their defence just too good. Oh, nice. They've got an unmarked player out here on this left edge, but unfortunately the sliding defence comes across. So the Stingrays trying everything. Here's a kick, and it's been popular throughout this game for both teams. And, that was almost a 50-10. Almost a 50-10 and pulled up just short, Bill.
Well, I think he's saying the Wolverines got a touch to it. The young lady touched it before it did go out, so it's like a 50-10 now.
Well, it's a good result. So the Stingrays on the attack. They must have had 80% of the ball, and the Wolverines have just been fending. It's 0-0. The girls under 10s, quarter final. Stingrays v the Wolverines. The Shire Stingrays up against the Southwestern Sydney Wolverines.
We've got a little contact penalty there. So they'll start the set of 6 again in possession.
Dummies goes through, plays to the whistle there. Ellie Morris, she'll play it. They'll come back to the left side. Arnie again, almost gets through. Little wraparound play. This left edge, but just running one out. Sometimes I just need to get that extra pass out, I think, Bill. There might be an opportunity. But the defence from Wolverines, credit to them, they're not letting anyone in.
And the way this game's going, Jeff, one try might be enough.
Exactly. So we're only a minute or two left in the first half of the girls under 10s, and that's the end of a set. A little bit of an error at the end, but doesn't matter. They had plenty of an attacking raid there, Bill.
Yeah, and this is what's been happening. The ball's been changed over to the Wolverines, always down near their own line, and they've got to do all the work to come down just to try and get, well, what's happened here? What has happened here?
Oh, what about she's thrown the ball? The Wolverines player, that was Scarlett Checo's had a little bit of a dummy spit.
He's found a penalty. Yeah,
in attack. And, of course, the young girl, Scarlett Checo, well, she wasn't happy with the ref's decision, but you can't bring that into the game when it's all... You've got to dust it off and play to the ref's whistle. He's not going to change his mind, is he, Bill?
No, he's not. And I was just wondering whether it might have been comments from the sideline that upset the ref, because we do have a zero tolerance.
Right.
Not sure. We can't comment on that one because we're not sure. But they did get the penalty against the flow of play.
Nice big pass outside, steps inside, but again the sliding defence by the Wolverines strong. And there's an error. They force the error, and all of a sudden the Wolverines fend off another raid, Bill.
Yep. And again, they get the ball only 10 metres from their own line with all the work to do. I'd probably be, if I'm the coach, I'm saying to the girls, look, we get the ball there. We don't want to be playing off our own line. Let's put a kick straight in and try and take the game back down the other end.
Go the early kick and send it deep. That's the recommendation from one of the world's best NRL referees, now retired in the Hall of Fame, Bill Harrigan, one of your best. Here we go now. The Wolverines on the attack. They haven't heard your message, Bill. We need to send one down there to Matt McCauley for the Wolverines. He'll be telling them at half time. They'll run the short side here, but they still made plenty of metres off this set coming off their try line. This is the 5th and last. They did that great tactical kick before. Just enough weight on that one. Finds the gap, and another good chase there from the Wolverines. And again, it was that same young girl, Isabel Younes. Oh, she loves a kick chase. Here she is now defending. She's done 2 in a row. The pocket rocket. Stingrays just running one out. Again, Younes, 3 in a row. Does the kick chase 3 in a row.
Yeah, and it was good that the first 2, she threw them in the air, and that can bring a penalty as well.
Can it?
By just throwing it up in the air, so you've got to just take the tag and drop it. There's our half-time.
Siren goes in the background. That'll be half-time here in the girls under 10s. And can you believe it? We're 0-0 in the quarter-final. It's game on here on the KO Sports at the Coffs International Stadium. It's the Oztag 2025 Nationals. Don't go away. Quick word from our sponsors.
Think of everything you could do with NIB. You could use NIB rewards to get a discount on some new sneakers. You could get into running. With the time you save with telehealth and prescription delivery, you could really get into running. You could find the perfect physio and really get into running. You could even get discounted travel insurance. Let's just start with the sneakers. NIB, potentially amazing.
Good morning. Welcome back to Coffs International Stadium. Great to have your company wherever you're tuning in on the KO Sports live stream. I'm Jeff Killick. Joining me in the commentary box for the under-10s quarter-final is Bill Harrigan, and a great start here for the Wolverines, and we're all locked up at 0-0, Bill.
That was a return serve, Jeff. Remember in the first half, very first kick-off, the Stingrays kicked off and put the ball dead and then received the ball from a line drop. And then we've just seen the Wolverines do exactly the same thing. If you've got a good kicker with the size of the field, you can put the ball dead. And at the start of this game, if we made a bold prediction and had have said this game could just be 1-0 and be enough for the result, it's not a bold prediction now. In this second half, it's probably likely that the one try will win this game. So evenly matched.
Well, they've got minutes. Both teams to see who can get themselves, who's calling the curtains on a Coffs Harbour weekend up here for the Australian Nationals. All right, so the Wolverines to play it. They've come out of the blocks quite fast here in the second half. Oh, just had a little bit of a look there and unfortunately put the ball down there, that Wolverines player. I think that was Haywood. And beg your pardon, it might have been Newen. It was the 6 or the 8. Again, ponytails over the numbers. We love that stuff, Bill.
Well, the numbers being orange on that jersey is hard to see anyway. And then when you've got the ponytail covering that, it's going to be very difficult for you, Jeff.
Might be the old eyes.
Flick past to you, my friend.
That's all right. I'll take that one. All right, Stingrays on the attack. They're up to the halfway. They've come one off the ruck. It seemed to work for them. They just played basic football in that first half. Oh, there's a tag that's just come off there, so Webster will play it there. They'll come one off the ruck. Oh, they go the early kick. It finds a little gap through there, but fullback straight back there to retrieve it. And well picked up there by Stella Jensen. She'll play it. They'll go one off the ruck also. Nice little return here.
It could have been an instruction at half-time, Jeff, from the bench to say, look, we're not getting through the girls just by running. So how about we start putting a little early kicks through and see if we can change it up a little.
So Bell takes a little scoot for about 10 metres. Now they'll come one off the ruck again. So they seem to be trying to play mistake-free footy here, Bill, I think, and then they'll probably go with a big kick at the end of it. Oh, geez, that pass, nearly a little bit of confusion in the dummy half, but they managed to get themselves out of it. So Wolverines on the attack. Did all the defence in the first half. There's been a mistake in the dummy half. Coach killer right there, Bill.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
In
not
all
getting
fairness,
the foot on it, and it stayed in the ruck, so he probably could have got away with it and let the little girl just step over the top, because she did get a foot on it, but it just didn't roll.
And in all fairness, there hasn't been many errors from both teams. It's been a quality game. I mean, let's not forget, this is under-10s girls. So some of these, it might even be their first tournament.
It could be. It could be playing. They might have, usually start most
Sixes.
areas as under 8.
Oh.
A couple of areas as 6. So they've only had 1 or 2 years to be out there to work on their skill level and all the rest of it. But these are the elite girls, and they're showing us why they're here. They're very good.
Tries to step away through Webster. Can't find an opening there. This time not come one off the ruck again. The Stingrays steps off one inside. Oh, and again the sliding defence good. They managed to shut down young Harmony Thomas. Again, they'll go the short side. Oh, just had a little look up, and unfortunately the player there for the Stingrays has put it down. Mia Kellett. So, another raid gone begging, and here go the Wolverines with a return. With this time Giselle Bell, and she'll play it there. One off the ruck. And Bill, hard to pick, mate. Who's got the momentum? But there's an error. An error. Just put themselves under pressure right now. The Wolverines, their defence has been good, but this will be a test, Bill.
Yeah, I'm just watching the bench too, the coaches on the sideline. You can see them pulling their hair out.
They're getting a bit
yelling
animated.
Out the instructions.
Very animated.
Yep.
Here go the Stingrays. They look for the one out, looking for that missed tag, but I don't think that's going to get through. I think hands is the one. Hands is the key. They've just got to try and catch a defender out of position because the defence has been outstanding by the Wolverines. Yes. One out again. Here they go. They've just got to send it. Dummies tries to come back inside against the grain. And like you said, the coach is getting very animated over there on the side. And here, Dummy send against the grain, trying to find a defender offside. Almost isolates a defender. Goes over. Tags are on. The Stingrays.
And he's awarded it.
Mia Kellett. Oh, well, that was lovely ball work. You can put it down to, I think it was the number 6, Harmony Thomas. Dummied centre player underneath. Let's have a look at the replay here, Bill, and talk us through this one.
Yeah, so first off, there's a nice dive. There was just an unfortunate missed tag, but she's got the ball down, and that could be that one try that does it. It was just unfortunate that it was a mistake by the Wolverines. It was a mistake by the Wolverines that handed the ball over from 10 metres out from their own line that put them under pressure. And that's been enough for the Stingrays to score that try, which could be the winning try. But still early, still got over 10 minutes to play. And there's another kick there where a mistake is made by the Wolverines instead of catching that ball. And the ball's gone dead, which will mean a line drop out and Stingrays will have that ball in the attack.
Now, we've probably got just over 5 minutes remaining, probably halfway into this second half. 5 minutes 40 remaining.
Oh, he's got them all offside
in the
from the
second
kick.
half. And now, the Wolverines putting themselves under enormous pressure here. Well, that was just enthusiasm, and unfortunately, it's a penalty, Bill.
Yep. Offside from the kick.
Which is a tough one in a final.
10 metres out, tap kick to the Stingrays on the attack straight away.
So they just scored 1-0. Have they opened the floodgates here? The Wolverines, they've been strong. They've got to head up, chin up, dust that one off, and think about how they can get back straight through. It's a missed tag, and she gets herself a double. Mia Kellett.
Yep, very good. Nice straight run. Again, straight through the little gap. Missed tag, and that's all was needed. And the 13, Mia Kellett, goes in to score again. But that's all come from that offside line dropout where they should have been down the other end. They put the pressure on themselves. A nice run straight through the hole there, and little Mia scores her second try.
So it's the Stingrays 2 and the Wolverines yet to score, but they've really got to answer. They've still got time on their side, Bill.
Yep, and here's this kicker again. She'll be looking to put the ball dead and get the ball again.
Nice, well done, used her feet, and Lucky got the bounce. Beats 1, 2, little dart down the sideline. That's a nice run there from Harper Hallsworth and almost gets them back into some good field position, Bill.
Yeah, and I'm cheering for a try from the Wolverines this game.
Oh, set up.
Go down to the wire. So let's go, girls.
We're halfway into the second half. I did say earlier 5.5 minutes remaining. It was 5.5 minutes into the second half. My apologies. We're about 7.5 into the second half. So time is on their side still. The Wolverines, they've had 2 bang tries unanswered, and one just threw an error from a kick. But right now, there's another error. Oh, geez. Their coach McCauley, he'll be ripping his hair out all right. You can see they're very animated over there, Bill, on the sideline.
Yep, they are. And it's just unfortunate the girls are putting that ball down and putting themselves under pressure. Well, and the way the Stingrays are at 2-0, you can't afford to do that now. You've got to get the ball. You've got to score quickly.
That's what big games can do to you when the pressure comes, those little things. The little 1%ers right now settle here from the Stingrays. Can't find a way through there. Fanu, she'll play the ball. I'll go the short side. Oh! Nice little dart down the sideline. Manages to stay in the chalk, but can't find a way through either. Again, good defence. Morris plays it. They'll come one. Dummies. Sends it. And she's been good round the middle there. That Owane. Again, apologies for my pronunciation. I'm not 100% familiar with the kids in this team. Spins. Manages to find a few metres. Up to the halfway now. The Wolverines. They've got to answer one of the 2 points that have been scored. And as you said, Bill, it'll turn it into an absolute cracking. Tail end of the second half, won't it, at 2-1. But at the moment, they trail 2-0. It's the Stingrays in front.
Now, here's the first opportunity for a little while for the Wolverines. They can hold that ball. That's a nice run through the middle. They're on the attack. They're within 10 metres of the line.
Nice. Darts across, but good defence. Up in their face here. That's the fifth and last. Signal by the ref. Come one off the ruck. Puts a kick through. The player, I don't know. I thought she might have been in front of the kicker just quietly. That's she's very fast, Bill.
Could have been, but the kick was way too heavy.
Yeah.
And didn't really give her winger a chance then.
That's Isabel Younes, who's chased all those kicks and just missed out on one here in the first half in front of the broadcast box. Great to have your company wherever you're tuning in. I'm Jeff Killick and your co-commentator, Bill Harrigan. It's great to have Bill in here. Bill, big tournament. You're the tournament director. And I noticed yesterday you started early. You went right through till evening pretty much. Yeah,
kicked off yesterday at 8:30, went right through till 6:30 last night. Avoided a storm. Friday afternoon, we started at 10. We went through till 5:30, and a storm and lightning hit the place at 5:30. We just made it and got out of here before the storm. But had we had one more time slot, I would have had the call of day.
Well, the Oztag gods have rained on us, pardon the pun, here across the weekend. Beautiful day here. Tops of 23 forecast, currently 19, and it's the Stingrays in front at 2-0. And now they seem a bit more relaxed. They seem to be attacking the line with some different play. Here's a nice run down the centre field here, and she doesn't find a way through. Finally, Collins. She'll play the ball. Fifth and last. They've got some shape set. Dummies. Misses a tag. Does she put a kick through? I don't know. She mightn't have seen the ref put a hand up because she's gone to play it there, Bill, and probably should have put a kick through.
Maybe a little kick from there, but again, it's still not too bad because you've got the Wolverines taking the ball now 15 metres from their own line, and with all the work to do again, time's running out. They've got to score in the next set of 6 or the one after, but they can't afford to give some...
I was about to say, this young girl's come running off the back fence. Harper Hallsworth.
And they closed the gap on her. That's what the penalty was for.
There's another run straight, yeah.
You've got to, if she's running like that, you've got to allow her that gap to go through, and then you take the tags off the side. But they closed the gap, and a collision occurred. Penalty.
That was a front rower's run, hard and fast and straight up the middle. And she's earned a penalty, got themselves in good field position. There's another bit of contact, and the girl's holding her eye on that one from the Stingrays. She's had to dust it off because they ran straight at her. It was a smart move there, but she seems to have caught one in the eye there, Ellie Morris. They're calling for the ref, appealing for something, but they're just playing on here, the Wolverines. They know they've got to get points. That's a better kick. She's just standing there waiting for it. Too keen. Great idea, perfect kick, but unfortunately, young Younes was there waiting for it, Bill.
Yeah, maybe a little bit offside there. He's given the penalty. There's the tap kick. A little bit too enthusiastic.
Well, enthusiastic. Plenty going on here with mums and dads on the field next to us. There's a couple of points being scored. Great to see the support up here. Fantastic day at Coffs International Stadium. Great to have your company throughout the day. And up next, James Sullivan will be taking you through the next game. We've got finals all day, Bill, and into the grand finals a little bit later on.
Yeah, and we've got different co-commentators coming in. Perry Haddock, the founder of Oztag, will be in on the next one. And then maybe, just maybe, a special guest coming in to do the third game.
Yes, well, I'm happy to say who it is. Joel Kane. He sent me a message saying it should be okay. Had a couple of beers with Joel last night, and a good old natter. Told a few funny stories, as he does. And looking forward to seeing Joel. So his son's up here, Pax, playing in the 14s, but he's going to be kind enough to help call the 13s boys, which is game 3, and they're getting excited over here on the 8 field, Bill. But it's the Wolverines. They've got to get excited and get some points on here. They're still running hard and fast. Here comes Yoon, steps off one, ducks through, couldn't get that try before, she's just in front of the kicker. She's elusive. Well, they've just got to send it here, I think, Bill. They're just going one out and all the defenders are there. That's the fifth and last. Do they go the crossfield kick? Here they go. Bang, good one. They just need runners for it. Oh, picked up by the Stingrays. Nearly runs length of the field, but tags off.
And did you see who tagged her again? It was that young lady, number 7, I think.
Yoons. Yeah, she's been everywhere.
She's the go-to girl, but she actually knew it was last and there was a kick on and she come flying around from the right side and was lucky enough to be there for the tag. Otherwise, that young lady was away.
Loves the kick chase. She's now in the fullback role there, Yoons. So the Stingrays to play it. They're in front. They've got 2 in the bank. And we've got only a couple of minutes, a minute and a half remaining here, Bill. Minute and a half remaining, so it's going to be hard work unless they go back to back and send this one to extra time. It's happened before, Bill. A minute's a long time, isn't it, in a final? It
is a long time. The only unfortunate thing for them, if they did score, it's a scorer's kick, so they'd come back and they'd have to force the error on the kick.
Well, that's been done before. We saw some crackers up here during that Origin series just when we thought it was all over. Well, there's a nice little kick from the Stingrays, turning around, and it's bumped just off the fingertips here by the Wolverines. And quite devastated, that young girl. Chin up, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You had a crack at it, a young Alana Cole. And then the Stingrays just shifted and they finally put a nail in the coffin. Referee blows to the spot. There's another try. Shay O'Connor for the Stingrays.
That's it. You can see the poor girls from the Wolverines have put their hands on their heads and they know that that's their tournament done. They'll be finished here this morning so they can go and spend the rest of the day in Coffs Harbour or head back to Sydney. Here's a replay of it now. Little dummy, little flip of the hips. Out to the winger. And I just didn't get her number.
Shay O'Connor, number 11.
She scores.
Siren's gone in the background. Stingrays want to go on with it. The referee says, I'm happy with that result. And he blows full time here on the girls' 10s quarter-final. The Stingrays going out victors at 3-0 in what was a quality game for the under-10s girls. Thank you, Bill Harrigan.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
And, mate, enjoy the rest of your tournament. Don't go away. Quick word from our sponsors. We'll be back with James Sullivan to call the next final here at Coffs International Stadium.
Think of everything you could do with NIB. You could use NIB rewards to get a discount on some new sneakers. You could get into running. With the time you save with telehealth and prescription delivery, you could really get into running. You could find the perfect physio and really get into running. You could even get discounted travel insurance. Let's just start with the sneakers. NIB, potentially amazing.